Today in class we are going to start learning how to use the pen tool in Adobe Illustrator. Um, Illustrator is a vector-based program. Of course, it's from Adobe. It allows designers to create graphics that can be resized. A vector-based image has clean lines and its edges are not fuzzy. As opposed to Photoshop, it is a bitmap, a rasterized image, and it's pixelated. If one is creating a logo, it's best to use Illustrator. And the pen tool is a fabulous tool once you master it to do this. So we're going to start out with this template here. And our goal is to create shapes, organic shapes, with a fill and a stroke. It's very similar to Photoshop. It's set up similarly. You have your toolbar, you have your windows where you can access everything. You also have your layers. Okay. If you want to put everything on a separate layer, you may, but you do not need to. I have locked the document here, so it will not move. Okay. All right, let's get started. The pen tool is 1, 2, 3, 4, the fifth one down. I would like you just to use the basic pen tool. As we begin to explore this function in Illustrator, it's important that we're learning the basics. So grab the pen tool. I'm just going to start with this shape. Like anything, baby steps, okay? So here we go. It doesn't matter what color you're on. I could use stroke black, fill white for right now. So I'm going to click once, and that sets my anchor. I'm going to pull out my line. I'm going to make this edge here. So I click again, but instead of letting go with the mouse, I'm going to pull out my handles. Now at this point, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just going to get a rough estimate. I can come back in later and play around with all my handles. So here we go. I let go. Now this is really important. I recommend you come back and re-anchor. It's going to make your design a little bit cleaner. So come out here, re-anchor here. And again, it doesn't have to be exact. Re-anchor. Re-anchor, re-anchor, and end it. Okay. Now you have two arrows here. You have a selection tool, you have a direct selection. The direct selection is going to allow us to come in and kind of clean up our edges here. Now, what I would recommend is upping the stroke to like 4. That way you can really see, is it a perfectly clean line? See how this has a little bump in it? And you can zoom in here. Okay. Again, get my direct select, get my handles. It's actually quite fun. You can use your hand to move around. So that looks good, that looks good, that looks good, that looks good. Now here we have a little bit of a tweak. So that we might not be able to fix that one because it's part of, oh, there we go. And again, it seems like once you move one, you have to kind of adjust another. There. Beautiful. Okay. Now if I kind of zoom in. Now, with my regular selection tool, I select the object. So you select it, don't select it, select it. I'm going to change the color. This is your fill. So your foreground color in Photoshop, it becomes your fill. Double select it. You can pick a color. Again, just like Photoshop. And then the background color becomes your stroke. Then you have your stroke weight. So you can up it, lessen it according to the points. The other thing is, so that's that. Now, you can do, let's say you say, I don't want a stroke. So you hit none. If you don't want to fill, you hit none. We'll get into the gradient later. Right now, let's just keep it real basic. All right. And there you go. Now, if you want to lock your object, you can select it, object, lock. You can group things as well, but right now we're not going to worry about that. Okay, I'm going to do one more and then we will end the video. So here again, your pen tool. It does not matter if you go left or if you go right, but once you choose one direction, try to stick with it. So here, I'm going to start here, start here. And as you work with the tool, you start to really be able to see the angles and the curves and where you should set your anchor. So I already made a little mistake, but no big deal. It's quite fun. There you go. And then I'll end it here. Oh, now if you make a mistake like that, just say edit, undo, anchor. Okay. I like to always up my stroke because I can see better what I'm doing. Grab this. Again, grab your direct select. It'll bring out your handles. Oh, there. Sometimes it's really easy. Sometimes it's a real easy fix. Let's see, that just needs to be adjusted a tad. There's a little bit of a hiccup right there. And that dents in just a hair. So think about if this was a logo, and if you're printing this out on a pin or a t-shirt. Okay, that one. Now, sometimes you can adjust, and you go, you know what, I messed up completely. I want to totally start over. I hate everything about this. I'm not happy with it. You just select it and then delete it. Okay? What if you want to delete an anchor? You click on it and you hit delete, and then you can repeat that section. So you just come in with your pen tool, create a new anchor where you left off. And oftentimes, this is the case. You have to just do this. Okay? All right. This should definitely get you on your way to working with the pen tool. Enjoy, have fun. It's just like learning anything new. It can be frustrating at times, but stick with it. And by the end of the project, you'll have the pen tool down.